Hello, humans! We are back. The kids are hopefully down. The upstairs neighbor's dog is going nuts. I think it's because they've left and it's not happy about that. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now my friend Street is here IRL instead of just in the chat, which is pretty great. Um, let's see, what did we do? We did a monthly spread and we started on my publication calendar spread, which is a pretty interesting way of planning out your blog. It's just a way to make sure that you're hitting the marks with your blog that you want to, so that you can be consistent. And I have plotted all of that out in pen, but I've outlined the rest of the boxes that have to go in there, so that you guys can see what that looks like. Okay, so switching to top down. Except this is not up high enough. Still using our super ghetto, not at all professional tripod setup, because I have somehow managed to lose my heck, somehow managed to lose my camera setup for my phone, and I don't know where it went. And we're just gonna try not to drop that anymore. Okay, cool. Yeah, apologize for the tripod legs, but that's just how it has to go today. Real quick, gonna bring up my live streaming dashboard on my computer so I can see what's going on. And cool, there we go. Create highlights while live. That's a really flattering picture, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it for reasons. And cool. All right. So where we left off was on this spread. Finished up all the squares, and I filled in the did a little bit of inking, not all of it, but we got most of our inking in. I'm going to put in our titles and our little boxes for the different posts that we need to go in. I penciled those in so that I could just see where those went. This email one is going to give me some trouble because I've got a different email strategy now, so I don't think that this is going to be a big enough box, but we'll just go with it anyway this month. And if I need to mix it up, then I need to mix it up. And then we've got, after this, we've got a habit tracker, a symptom tracker, and CBC count tracker. We've got an analytics and a blog habit tracker, which, yes, is different from my other tracker. And then a weekly spread. And then that should be it for all of the spreads for February. I have a lot of monthlies because I keep track of a lot of different things in my journal for a good reason. So, again, I realize that there isn't anybody live currently. However, this does get archived and then put back up on my YouTube channel. So I have to kind of talk right off the bat. Otherwise, it's heckin' boring and kind of ridiculous. I see that mistake a lot. A lot of live streamers, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna hang out until people get on. Don't do that, because it archives and posts back up on your channel, and then you're sitting there for like 5 minutes picking your nose, and everybody can see that. So don't do that. So, and no, I am not going to write in what blog posts I'm posting, because that's heckin' spoilers, y'all. Come on now. If you want to know what's coming up in a month, you gotta get on my email list. I already know what I'm posting, but I'm not telling you that. And yes, there is actually going to be YouTube posts this month because I currently don't have a client, so I can actually focus a little bit more on the blog. I can put that energy into doing things like making videos and making consistent Instagram and Pinterest content rather than doing somebody else's content on social media. So that's going to be good. Alrighty. This is another technique that I've picked up that I think is pretty great. Doing a top 3 goals for a month. And they don't have to be big goals. They can be really, really small, but just getting what those top 3 are for a month written down kind of solidifies them in your brain. And I don't know, writing it down like this makes you make more of a commitment. Still checking to make sure that I'm in frame on my computer with the 30-second lag. And yes, my YouTube upload schedule has shifted slightly. I'm going to be planning on doing a YouTube video every Friday rather than every Saturday, just because my analytics say that Fridays are more better. So I'm going to post that instead. All right, switching to coloring in. Wasn't a kid, was it? Okay, real quick, checking on it. Okay, both boys are down for a nap, so popping up randomly to go and check on them, make sure they're still asleep. Because if you were here for the first live stream today, you know that, oh, that's the wrong red. We're not using red. They were pretty clingy this morning, and I should probably know better than to try to, I feel like that's still the wrong red. What's going on here? Yeah. I should know better than to try to live stream before morning nap. There it is. This is the right one. The super tips aren't marked with a number or anything, which can be a little bit of a problem, because then it's kind of, it's just a cap, but the cap doesn't even really truly reflect the actual color. They get it pretty close, but it can be difficult. So I feel like I need to go in with some sort of system and label all of them, because they don't really work. We're going with a red theme for February for Valentine's Day, but I still don't know what I'm going to do for a cover page for February. I want to do a cover page. I just don't know what I'm going to do. quick go in on our days and make sure we write in what gets posted when. So we only have 4 YouTube videos this month. Blog posts, and 4 emails. Well, weekly emails. Yeah, like I said, I've got a slightly different email strategy that I think will be more beneficial for everybody. I think it'll be more better, but not annoying. So. Not wanting to be annoying. Main goal. I know I put little dots for decoration. Yeah, I might as well carry that over because I think that looks pretty good. Half circles. Quarter circle, quarter circle. Quarter circle, bless you. If I'm gonna do a border, I'm gonna do an actual border on all of them. Kind of stay consistent. Other reds away before I get too awesome confused, because that would be not awesome. I get wedged into a cup that has far too many things in it. Okay, gonna leave that there for now until we can get other stuff filled in. And then this is gonna be a habit tracker. I have already written out all of the stuff that needs to go into it on a little sticky note. Huge fan of sticky notes. Use them all the time. If you hear something funny, it's a jet going over my house. I live about 5 minutes away from a major air base, so that's how that goes. It's also a major army base. It's a joint base. And so we can often hear them playing with pretty large artillery and doing things with machine guns, which is pretty cool. But yeah, if you hear weird noises, that's what that is. Street left a comment, even though she's in the same room. Hashtag millennial life.
It's archived that way.
It is archived, yes.
What about engagement?
Mm-hmm.
What you're talking about.
It is. Okay. All right. Okay, at the very top are up by 6. Yeah, right, Zoe. That's funny. You're totally gonna be up by 6 a.m. We try. Let's just mark these off as I go, just to make sure I am. Okay. Well, that dog is unhappy about life today. Normally it's pretty quiet. I don't know why it's losing its skittles today. I just don't. What's going on? Routine. Alrighty. Okay, and I think I'm gonna take a gray zebra midliner and go through every other subject, sort of shading it in so that it's a little easier to see. Each of those habits individually. Doesn't mean I don't have to do that particular habit. It just means I can see it a little bit easier. Yeah, please don't do that. Okay, let me go double check on that. That was just a squeak. Hopefully they're maybe down. And so what I'll do is for each of these, so the ones that are filled in with gray, we'll get black hashing. And the ones that are not will maybe get a different color hashing. Then I can still use the habit tracker. Oh heck. Okay, neither of the boys are staying down, sounds like. So I'm gonna end this here and go mom for a while.